And we're back. All right, y'all. So we are eating a little meal. We're going basic bitch status today. And we're actually eating our chicken and rice, which, as you guys know, I don't usually do. Most of the time, as you know, I blend my shit because that's how I do it. But considering how deep into this cut I am, man, there's like nothing left. You know, if the lighting in here was a little bit better, I'd actually pose for y'all. But we're going to be doing a little pose down tonight because we're going to go into the secret room. Oh, yeah, I said the secret room. Damn right. So we're going to get a good pump, and I'm excited. You know why I'm excited? Because tonight we're hitting the shoulders, which is by far, oh my God, I just love hitting shoulders. It's such a good time. So much fun. Great pump. Nothing makes you look better than when your shoulders are pumped up, your arms are pumped up. You just look like a beast. Oh man, it just makes you feel so good. So going in, and we're not going to be doing anything crazy. We're going to be doing the same thing we always do, right? We're going to start off with a little twisty bits on it. You'll see in a minute. Just the equivalent of a shoulder press, basically. I don't do dumbbell shoulder presses. I don't do standing over. I should start doing standing overhead presses again. I will not do dumbbells though. I prefer fixed machines when it comes to shoulder presses because my left rotator cuff I partially tore a few years ago, and ever since then I just would rather not risk it. So I do the machine, and then from there we move into the number one width builder, and that's dumbbell side laterals. So we're gonna hit the dumbbell side laterals, right? We need a real good pump going. That's when we're gonna take the pump cover off. That's always how you gotta do it, right? You do the overhead press, and then you transition over into the laterals. You're about 2 sets in. Take that hoodie off, boy. Woo! God damn, you better sit your ass down. I'm telling you right now. Feel it already. Now, I know it sounds ridiculous. I'm talking about how excited it is to go in and get a pump and all that. And I don't want to sound like just like a total meathead or anything like that. But the beauty of it and the reason why I get so excited is because it is genuinely the best way to see all of your hard work coming to fruition on the day-to-day, especially when you're really, really depleted like I am right now, okay? I'm not going to lie. My carb total on a daily basis is about 100. So 100 grams of carbs for 2 days, and then I'm doing no carbs. So when you withdraw those carbohydrates from the body, naturally your body has very minimal places to actually shuttle the water. And as a result, your glycogen stores become depleted, you become weaker, your endurance tanks, and your muscles don't have that full rounded look. But what I'm doing right now is slamming this meal, which is 100 grams of rice, 6 ounces of chicken, and a little bit of G. Hughes Japanese barbecue sauce. If you guys haven't tried that, you got to try it. It is so damn good. It'll blow your titties off. Okay? After we do the dumbbell side laterals, then I'm going to go in, get in there, you grab the grips, you got a pad here, right? You can do laterals like that. In that machine, man, by far, number one, best machine of all time. Fortunately, we work with what we have, and at the end of the day, we're hitting the front head, the medial head, and the rear. So as long as we hit those 3 different components that make up the shoulder muscle, we're good. You really want to focus on making sure that you're not shrugging like this, right? Because it's easy to do that, especially on these side laterals, right? So you want to make sure that when you're doing this, you're going to keep your arm, and I'm going to show you this in a minute, you're going to keep your arm just like this, my arm at a slight angle, right? So not perfectly, at 180 degrees, you're going to bring that in a little bit and go to like 170 degrees, all right? And then when you do that, boom, pump it up, boom, right? And as always, suicide grip. So we're going to get 5 of them in there on the dumbbell lateral raise, and then we're going to do the same thing, but on a machine-based lateral raise. And lastly, we'll cap it off with some rear delts. For the rear delts, reverse pec deck. This morning, I did have the opportunity to speak with a screen printer that I'm going to hand off some of the apparel to get branded. So think about that in this situation, right? So you want to start, your apparel, right? But yet this guy wants to charge you $15 per garment. Now let's add up some math, and I'm going to put this on the screen right here. If each garment is $10, all right, and the printing is $15. We're at $25 now, okay? The cheapest you can ship throughout the continental United States is with USPS Priority Mail, which the cheapest for a garment like that is going to be $9. So when we add that all up, we're at $34 for one garment, which means that if I were to sell that piece, that would have to be at least $40 for a $10 garment. I don't know about you guys, but I ain't paying $40 fucking for anything that I put on my body. I'm not paying that for shirts. I'm not paying that for hoodies. Fuck no. I buy all my shit from China, bro. I buy shit from Shein. I don't give a shit. I don't care about brands. I'll throw that crap away when I'm done with it. I'll buy new stuff. I love fast fashion. I'm sorry for the people in Bangladesh that are making it, but it's already there. It's being made anyway. You might well buy it. So I get it. I'm not going to sit there and charge you guys $40 for a hoodie or $40 for a shirt. It's just not happening. So that chews away at such margin that I can't, in sound mind, justify that type of expense for 12 pieces. I just can't. So what does that mean? That means that we are now going to be starting our own shirt pressing facility here. And that's just, unfortunately, the way that it needs to be. But it is what it is. A little bit of work, a little bit of effort goes a long way. Getting that logo out there and making sure that people see that logo and they know what it means. So you see this logo behind me, you know exactly what that's affiliated with. Products, apparel, coaching services, etc. Speaking engagements, all that shit that's coming down the pipes, right? If you are starting your own endeavor, you better have something, man, because you want to create that visual aesthetic that people can tie back to your brand, back to your image, back to you. We're having ourselves a little tropical vibe before we head out. I'm definitely a little on the sleepy side, but this is going to wake us up. This is going to give us the energy we need to have a really good workout. And, you know, I'm not like opposed to pre-workouts or anything like that, but if that floats your boat and that's what you vibe with, man, then vibe with it. Rock with it. Fucking love Brandon Carter, man. If you guys aren't following Brandon Carter, dude's an OG. OG, triple OG. Meal's done. We're about to head out. I'm going to see you all in the car. And we're in the car. All right, so we are embarking. Man, does it feel good to have the ride back. There's something to be said about the way that you feel when you get into a nice car. And it's not necessarily, you know, the brand or anything like that. It's just something that you like. So I'm such a car guy, obviously, so I'm a little biased, perhaps. There's certain things that will genuinely enhance your life in ways that you didn't even expect or foresee. So let me tell you a story real quick. So everybody out there is probably familiar with Barbara Corcoran from Shark Tank. She's the older woman that invested heavily in the New York real estate market back in the day and became a multi-billionaire. Her story is pretty damn interesting. You see, Barbara Corcoran grew up on Long Island, and she worked at a restaurant. And at that restaurant, she was just a server. Well, one day, a guy comes in that she was simply stricken by. The guy's name was Ramon Simone. And she was just over the moon, had never seen a man that she was this attracted to before. She tried to shoot her shot, and she quickly realized that this guy was a big real estate broker in New York City, and she immediately disqualified herself. She thought, there's no way I could possibly match up or measure up to this guy in any way, shape, or form. Well, Ramon asked her out on a date, and when he asked her out on a date, he invited her to New York City. And when she went to New York City, she in depth describes how unbelievably out of place she felt. And the interesting part about this is that when she went there, she had disqualified herself initially. And then when she went to New York City, she also disqualified herself because she was just some simple server from Long Island. Well, on the way to go meet him, she didn't have a lot of money. She's a server, right? She decides that she's going to go into a department store, and she bought herself an incredibly lavish coat. With the last money that she had, she spent the money on this coat. And do you know why she spent the money on that coat? Because it made her feel important. It made her feel like she belonged. So when she went out to eat with Ramon Simone, she didn't feel like she was out of place with what she had been wearing. And although it's something as small and trivial as a coat, that provided her with a layer of confidence. A layer of confidence to where she left such an impact on Ramon that he actually asked her if she would like to work at the firm with him. Eventually, they ended up having a dispute, and she ended up leaving the firm. And the interesting part about that is he berated her on the way out and made her feel substantially less than, telling her that she's never going to make it. She's never going to amount to anything without him. And she basically looked him dead in the eyes and says, go fuck yourself. I'm taking you out, like a G. And she opens up her own real estate firm, and there was this building that nobody could sell. And she had a connection with
someone that was affiliated with the press in the newspapers at the time, and she had them put out an article about the historic nature of the building, and basically more or less sold the building that nobody could sell, predicated on this very lavish story that she had put out by the press. And when she actually started, I guess you'd say, like an open house for that building, there were so many people that wanted to purchase that building that she sold it like that. She put her name on the map, and well, the rest is history. I share that with you because there is something to be said about the power of feeling. And it's no different than a civilian transitioning into a police officer when he puts on that uniform. The things that we wear, the things that we say, the way that we conduct ourselves can typically create a different vibration, a different frequency. Something to be said, man, about looking good, you feeling good. So it comes to a car or whatever that looks like for you, don't be stingy with it, because you will receive that level of energy directly back, because you yourself are going to admit it. You're going to feel good. And if you're feeling good, man, then other good things are going to come your way. It's a beautiful thing. So if you are in a position where maybe you need to upgrade your wardrobe, I highly recommend you do so. There's no need to spend a lot of money on clothes, guys. Please, for the love of God, stop supporting these ridiculous brands. I anti-brand. It's not even funny. Any brand that, you know, you're paying for a name, like, you know, your Gucci's or your Louis Vuittons or anything like that, I'm so against that, because all you're doing is advertising for free. And I shouldn't even say for free. You're paying them to advertise their product. It's so ridiculous. So if you want to be a dumbass and go spend, you know, I don't even know, $400 or $500 on a t-shirt or some simple button down that you could have got from China for 10, 15 bucks, you're a fool. I'm sorry. You're a total fool. Those companies are laughing all the way to the bank. But there's a big but here. If that's what it takes for you to feel good and confident about yourself, and you do want to go out and you do want to splurge on, you know, some high-end clothing, I am not going to knock it. I'm not going to knock it, because, hey, that was the driver that made you feel good, that made you feel empowered, made you feel good about yourself. And that could be the equivalent to what Barbara Corcoran did by buying that coat. I don't judge it. I just think it's stupid, but that's just my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Not saying I'm right, not saying you're wrong, but figure out what could be that confidence driver for you. Whatever it is that you want out of life, go for it and do whatever the hell it takes to make it happen. Don't get distracted, man. It's so easy to get distracted and let people seep in that are going to just suck your energy out. Because if you're 18, man, and you're going pedal to the metal and you're focused on your goals, your aspirations, and your dreams versus the guy that waited 7 additional years to go after it, forget about it. Come on, man. The guy's got a 7-year lead on your ass. Good luck catching up. Now, I say that because I put so much emphasis when I was younger on, I mean, I had to do what I had to do when I was younger in order to get by, because I moved out when I was really young, but eventually put myself through college. After that, focused the past, God damn, man, 8 years straight. I'm not kidding when I say straight. The amount of days that I've taken off in the past 7 years, I could quite literally count on 2 hands. And a lot of people say I'm crazy because I work so much. As a matter of fact, last year, at the end of the year, my manager comes up to me and he goes, so we ran a report for the entire org, and your name came up as you were the only person that didn't take any time off last year. And he literally looks at me and he goes, you know, I want to set a goal for you for this year. I want you to take time off. And you know, that's all well and good, but why would I want to wait? For me personally, I'm very blessed. I'm very blessed. For the most part, I get to work remotely. So for me, taking time off means I'm going to be standing in front of my computer anyway. So I might as well work and make some cheddar, you know? So my situation is a little bit different because I don't necessarily feel like I'm missing out on anything versus a guy that, let's say, is, you know, an electrician or something like that. You're on job sites all the time. Totally different story. But for me, I don't like taking time off, especially in the line of work that I'm in. I'm in business to business sales. I work for a software company. I've been doing this for years. And because I oversee a $5 million portfolio, I can't really take time off because I own that portfolio. That's it here, is that no one's there to pick up the slack. It's not like I am a construction worker, and if I leave the job site for a day, someone's right behind me with a wrench turning that screw in. It's not really like that, or that bolt rather. So I don't really have that luxury. I basically run my own business and I manage that portfolio, and that's what I do during the day when I'm not yapping at you guys. You guys know I have a Michael Myers on my arm with a knife going into a clock. The symbolism there is to dominate time, to make the best use of your time. And if you're not working, if you're not hustling, if you're not grinding, if you're not focusing on something that's going to bring you some level of income or gratitude or, just good feelings, right? Because it doesn't necessarily have to be money. It could be something else. Take it for what it is, but that's the way to be. So we have just pulled up to the gym. We're going to head inside. And we are going to start hitting those shoulders, baby. Let's go. We're going to have a great night tonight. I'm looking forward to it. I'm bringing you guys along for the ride per usual. I don't even know what I'm going to talk about, but I'll find something along the way for sure. But it is time. I got my bag in hand, and we are heading in. I'm going to put on those headphones, get my mind right, get the body right, as you guys know, and get my ass moving. So I'll see you in a minute. Nice, easy work. Easy sets. All right, so we're going to start off. We're probably going to have to lower the weight, but I'm going to try it with the 35s and see how good our form is, right? So for dumbbell side laterals, I try my best not to get the traps involved, but we'll see how we do tonight. We'll see how we're feeling. Let's go. I'd say the cut's going pretty well. I would say so myself. Pretty happy with where we're at right now. Definitely made up for the lost time by going on vacation. Probably and arguably the leanest I've been on this entire cut right now. And there's not a whole lot left, guys. Pretty damn happy about that, Got a little bit I can kind of pull on, but overall, pretty damn happy. Now, pretty damn happy, to be back where I am, get the veins going up, the abs, and get that freaky look. So pretty happy about that. Let's do a little back shot, right? See how we look with it. Me and my tragic mind can chill out. Alright. So, as much as I love to keep dancing, as much as I love to keep posing, unfortunately, we gotta go. We've had enough. It is time to go home and kick it. Because your boy is tired, hungry,
and really close to me. Like I said, I forgot my water to that. And I want you guys to see the reality of what it takes on a day in, day out basis to change your body, change your mindset, and realign yourself with what's important to you. There's so much noise out there in the world, whether it's a distraction, whether it's a naughty girlfriend, whether it's a job that you hate, or rough, troubled family life. All of those different variables, those levels of adversity need to be overcome. They're going to be overcome by your mind. You yourself need to adopt a positive mindset, understand that things are meant to happen for you, they're going to happen for you, and exactly what you want is what's coming to you. You need to believe that intrinsically deep within your core, and I promise, if you do it long enough, if you want it bad enough, it's going to happen. So having said all that, thank you for watching this. If you made it all the way at the end, please comment, like, subscribe, share with your boys, share with your girls, share with the family, and as always, show the love to push. Head over to the website if you need to go start the system, or if you just want to get out the swag tee, that's going to come out soon. Book swag all that. And that, my friends, is your club.